Good day, everyone. I am Police Major Leo Angelo Casil, the Servicing Legal Officer of the Directorate for Human Resource and Doctrine Development. Today, it's my pleasure to be your Panyarong Police at your service. In our organization, it is important that we understand the fundamental rules of arrest. This impacts the effectiveness and legitimacy of our operations. Adherence to legal frameworks ensures that all apprehensions are conducted within the bounds of the Constitution and established procedures. Safeguarding the rights of individuals while strengthening criminal cases by preventing the exclusion of illegally obtained evidence is crucial. This comprehensive knowledge not only protects officers from legal liabilities and disciplinary actions, but also fosters public trust, which is indispensable for maintaining peace and order. At the same time, this effectively combats criminality within the community. With this, we will be discussing now the essential rules of arrest. First, what is arrest? Section 1, Rule 113 of the Rules on Criminal Procedure states that arrest is the taking of a person into custody in order that he may be bound to answer for the commission of an offense. In relation to this rule, the 1987 Constitution states that the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall be inviolable, and no warrant of arrest shall issue except upon probable cause. A warrant of arrest must be determined personally by a judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witnesses, particularly describing the person to be seized. That's Article 3, Section 2. This sets a general rule. Arrest must be reasonable and lawful. Any arrest made without the legal basis or arbitrarily is a violation of this constitutional right. In addition, this rule establishes the primary requirement for a valid arrest, a warrant of arrest. The Constitution mandates that a warrant is the standard legal instrument required before a person can be taken into custody. As stated under this rule, the warrant of arrest must be issued by a judge. Thus, it is imperative that the arresting officer examines if the warrant of arrest was issued by a competent court. To provide a clear understanding, a warrant of arrest generally conforms to this appearance. In sum, for an arrest to be lawful, a warrant of arrest must have been judicially issued. However, there are instances when a person may be arrested without a warrant. Section 5, Rule 113 of the Rules on Criminal Procedure enumerates the following instances when warrant of arrest is permissible. Number 1, in flagrante delicto arrest, when a person has committed, is committing, or is attempting to commit an offense in the officer's presence. Number 2, hot pursuit arrest, when an offense has just been committed and the officer has probable cause based on personal knowledge that the person committed it. And number 3, when the person is an escaped prisoner. Let us discuss an in flagrante delicto arrest. In People versus Jumarang, two elements must concur. Number 1, the person must execute an overt act indicating a crime. And number 2, such act is done in the presence of an arresting officer. In the case of People versus Molina, the court invalidated the warrantless arrest where police searched bags on a tricycle finding marijuana. Holding a bag was not an overt act of a crime, and the accused equivocal statement did not justify an in flagrante delicto arrest. In the case of People versus Rangaig, the court ruled no valid arrest occurred as the officer could not identify drug-related items from 10 meters away. The overt act is crucial for a valid in flagrante delicto arrest, serving as a clear sign of a crime in the officer's presence. Without it, the arrest is unlawful and seized evidence may be inadmissible. For a hot pursuit arrest under Section 5, subparagraph B, personal knowledge and immediacy are essential. In the case of Adoma versus People, the court invalidated an arrest based on tips, not personal observation, lacking immediacy and rendering seized drugs inadmissible. For a valid hot pursuit arrest, officers must have personal knowledge that the person just committed a crime, with immediacy from crime to arrest. Section 2 of Rule 113 states that an arrest is made by restraining a person or by their submission to custody. No unnecessary force shall be used, and the person shall be subject to greater restraint than necessary. After arrest, the officer must deliver the accused to the nearest police station without delay. That's under Section 3, Rule 113. An arrest may be made any day or any time. For a warrant of arrest, Section 7 states that the officer must inform the person of the cause and warrant unless they flee or resist, or it imperils the arrest. For a warrantless arrest, Section 8 requires informing the person of the officer's authority and cause unless they are committing an offense or fleeing. In both cases, Miranda rights must be read post-arrest. Section 11, Rule 113 allows an officer to break into a building to make an arrest if refused entry after announcing authority and purpose. Section 2 permits breaking out to liberate the officer. In wrapping up, the law of arrest balances effective law enforcement with individual liberties. We have covered warrant and warrantless arrest, their conditions and safeguards, like announcing authority. An unlawful arrest can lead to suppressed evidence or legal action. The law of arrest is a dynamic framework ensuring justice while upholding due process and human rights in the Philippines. That ends our lecture. I hope I shared valuable information. Again, this is Police Major Leo Angelo Casil, and it was a pleasure to be your Panyarong Police at your service.